news tonight. Muslim cleric reminds worshippers on need to trust Allah in all circumstances.
They told their followers that they should have reliance on Allah.
And stakeholders focus on the projection of business potential in Nigeria at the I Believe Carnival. This is the news at 7 on Nta Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitubo. Glad to have you join us. The faith of a Muslim is hinged on total trust in Allah, even in the face of life's trials and tribulations, believing to receive succor from the Almighty. These were the reassuring words of the scripture used by Imam Tamim Yusuf of the Wuse Zone 3 Community Mosque to the worshippers as a reminder. Abdullahi Ajia reports.
Allah is able to solve our problem.
A time like this, Ustaz Tamim Yusuf says, practically tests the faith and patience of believers whom Allah in the Quran commanded to have faith in Him and not to despair in whatever circumstances.
If one has that trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then pray, Allah the Most High will bring about a solution to that problem. We quoted from the life of messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were confident in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also they told their followers that they should have reliance on Allah and ask Him for solution to whatever difficulty. Certainly Allah the Most High will come to their aid. And the need for all of us as Muslims to have reliance on Allah the Most High and ask for His assistance and way out to whatever problem we are facing.
Allah's promise of hope, the cleric emphasizes, will surely come, but will also require praise and obedience to Allah's injunctions as He advises leaders to do more to improve the lots of citizens.
We made an appeal. Also, the government should make sure that whatever policy is formulating is compatible to the citizens, to this nation, and also to the citizens of the nation. Let it be a policy that will bring about advancement. Let it be a policy that will bring about development.
The congregation puts the country in praise while also asking Allah to bless them with the best in this life and the hereafter. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, Nta News.
And away from religion to health, towards combating the scourge of cancer and other ailments, medical imaging technologists, otherwise known as radiographers or radiologists, have called on the government to provide healthcare institutions with modern radiotherapy machines and make concerted efforts to ensure conducive work environment for personnel so as to reduce brain drain or JAPA syndrome experienced in the sector. Health correspondent Sarafina Okon-Imekwe has more as Nigeria joins the global community to commemorate World Radiography Day.
A battle for survival with intent of quick recovery remains the desire of loved ones for this cancer patient undergoing treatment. The Q light turned red, which sends a signal of no entry as radiation process is ongoing. This process, professionals say, helps clinicians to carry out efficient treatment on cancer patients. Over the years, science keeps evolving with technological inventions and discoveries, especially in this field of medicine, of imaging the human body's internal organs and treatments. Thus, radiographers on this day are appealing for adequate manpower, training and retraining.
Currently in Nigeria, there are not more than 3 or 4 centers that have radiotherapy machines, and there are a lot of patients coming here with cancers. So I'm calling on government to bring more investment in the field of radiography because of its significance.
We work with radiation. Radiation, you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't hear it, so it requires a lot of training. We are the professionals who make one of the greatest sacrifices in healthcare profession.
A senior consultant radiologist with the National Hospital says, with the advancement in radiology and radiography specialty, Nigeria cannot afford to be left behind. Hence, government must invest in equipment for better healthcare of Nigerians.
We want the government to empower the primary healthcare. Majority of our people, of our doctors, the moment they finish today, majority are going. Because of what? Because of the remuneration.
from 40 years, we start screening. So ultrasound now is a supplementary imaging modality. We first do a mammogram.
This is the linear accelerator, and this is what we use to treat cancer. Basically, what this does is cancer tumor is targeted using this very beam, and it basically kills cancer cells.
The 2024 day celebrates 129 years of milestone in radiography.
This one is 160 slides. It's a jump from the regular scans that used to be in Nigeria, the 32, the 64 slide cities. But CT scan in itself is a major tool in diagnostics.
With the theme for the International Radiography Day as Enhancing Healthcare Delivery in Nigeria through Advanced Medical Imaging, which underscores the need for well-equipped facilities and personnel, as Nigeria, with a population of more than 200 million in a country, has less than 3,000 practicing radiographers. In Abuja, Serafina Okon Omekwe, NTA News.
The need to look inward and project the enormous business tourism potential embedded in Nigeria has again been re-emphasized. This was at the Cultural and Tourism Business Summit organized by the Abuja I Believe Carnival, a non-governmental organization. I covered the event for NTA. This symbolizes the opening of the Abuja I Believe Carnival 2024. Nigeria is a country endowed with rich cultural heritage and tourism potential that needs to be positively tapped for the growth and development of the country. With this known fact, the organizers say the event is to create a new mindset and ideas to create job opportunities for the youths who bring about vibrancy, potentials and growth. Chief Organizing Officer, Abuja I Believe Carnival 2024, Omoefe Tawiya says, if much attention is given to the tourism sector, the FCT and the country as a whole will be better for it.
There's too much energy in bad news, and I think from my own perspective, that is what has been playing around about Nigeria. So let's cushion some of these effects and tell them that, and tell our own stories, and make people see what we have.
Stakeholders in the tourism sector say the carnival will not only boost economy, but promote historical value.
A lot of youths that are coming out with good initiatives like this, bringing out the culture, the values that we have, telling our stories.
I want to call government agency partners, civil society organizations, foreign donors to come into it and make it an international event.
So you wear your confidence every day with what you wear, and I intend to make sure that every woman is confident in her clothes.
Nigeria is a very rich country, and they have a lot of resources and they have a lot of things to showcase in the tourism world.
To further demonstrate Nigeria's rich cultural heritage, some dance troupes thrilled the audience with some dance steps. There was also a fashion parade showcasing Nigeria's fashion sense. The carnival has as its theme, Be the Light, connecting cultures, creating tomorrow. The carnival is expected to last 5 days. From the transition of the redesign of the Naira notes to its circulation within the nation as a medium of exchange, Nigerians express mixed feelings ranging from limited notes at commercial bank ATMs to dispense of mutilated notes, of which they call on relevant authorities to remedy the situation. Cecilia Julius reports.
While some FCT residents are expressing worry over the rumored deadline for the expiration for use of the old Naira notes, others are lending their voice against the limited dispensing of Naira notes by commercial banks.
They programmed their ATM machine to be collecting for every unit of withdrawal that you make. How dare I come to the bank and you're asking me to take 200 Naira? Then I have to take 4,000 Naira. And I'll take it how many times? 5 times. And each of those times, how much do you take? The bank is aware of this. They know what they are doing.
The best thing is for them to print 500, 1,000 Naira, so that if you can withdraw, and they say the limit is 40,000. Why limit can be 40,000? Some people are doing business, In a day, they get more than, then they require more than 40,000. So the limit should not be 40,000 naira.
Taking away the old notes as rumor, giving us new notes, and the new are giving us their own little denomination. So I will advise if at least make life for people a little bit easy.
They also call on relevant authorities to checkmate the mutilation of the Naira notes, which is the national identity.
My little advice to our beloved President, CBN, and the Minister of Finance, they should do something about this, because Naira is becoming an embarrassment. When you carry money to the market, you give it to somebody, will look at it, say, stone, I can't collect this.
In fact, they're supposed to withdraw it in circulation and now print another one. That is the issue. Because that is, it portrayed the image of Nigeria. As it is mutilated, it doesn't look down the country, so it doesn't make sense in it at all.
However, as against speculations of non-circulation of the new Naira notes, customers of banks in the FCT say the notes are available. In Abuja, Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Meanwhile, price of premium motor spirit continues to soar as car owners in the Federal Capital Territory and beyond are feeling the pinch. In this special report, Asabe Williams explores the coping mechanisms of residents to save fuel.
As the fuel pump price continues to soar, car owners are devising innovative ways to reduce expenses.
Thank you.
A middle-aged civil servant, Shedrack Ilya, shares his major cost-saving method, which he describes as carpooling.
It's been difficult, and I've had to make changes that I didn't expect. Normally, I drive whenever I have to come to. I live in Lugbe, and whenever I have to come into town, I drive. But now, today is one example. I either hitch a ride and or just follow a neighbor that come. And now you find out that more of the neighbors are actually waiting for someone to follow. So most times I have to go through public transport. It's not convenient, and for some distance you have to walk under the sun. It's really been difficult, and I wish it was different.
Other residents shared the strategies, which include combining errands to reduce trips, use of public transports, working from home, and adjusting work schedules, in addition to reducing unnecessary movements.
I use public transport to come to work, benching me back to the fuel system, which is high, transportation is high, everyone is feeling the same thing. So
it's not been the easiest, to be honest, because of course prices are hiked now, and then there are less vehicles on the road because less drivers, people are not necessarily moving, and then passengers would not, there are much more people going to work at the same time, so we have to get to work regardless. So we will have to cope.
Definitely not. Like before, there are places you can go without checking your pulse, but now you have to check your pulse before you go to places. So
it has been very hectic. Believe me, comparing the price from 600 to 1,000 plus, honestly, you will agree with me that we are passing through hell. And the fact remains that the passengers that we are carrying, they don't even know that there is increment of fuel. They still want to maintain the same price they have been paying earlier. Honestly, it's like we'll be looking for another thing to do this time around.
As the fuel price hike continues to impact daily life, Nigerians are ready and willing to cope with the current change with creativity, resilience, and willingness to change. And car owners are taking care of their expenses. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA News.
Have you heard about low-code, no-code development? Well, it is one of the latest technologies which experts say is a game-changing approach to building applications. In this special report, Toibat Anifowoshe examines how this tech is democratizing software development, empowerment, non-technical users, and transforming industries. The report.
Low-code, no-code development refers to an advancement in technology, which experts say makes it easier to come up with applications with minimal or no codes at all, just like this young programmer.
No-code, no-code tools have been a game changer for me as a programmer. It is more like a building block that makes my work easier and faster. So instead of me having to write code from scratch, I get to use visual interfaces to drag and drop elements. It also helped me connect more with my non-tech colleagues in the sense that it makes it easier for them to contribute ideas to projects that we have ongoing. But don't get me wrong, I still require my tech expertise and skills for more complex jobs. But for the less complex ones, I think the low code, no code tools have been really effective because it makes me deliver to clients on time and also saves time. So I would say it's just like having a bit of superpower as a programmer.
The specific name low code was not put forward until 2014 when it was used by a tech industry analyst for Resta Research. However, experts agree that the origins of low-code tools are much older, with the earliest low-code tools appearing in the 1980s and 1990s.
Take for example, you have a business, you're just starting up, you sell clothes on WhatsApp, you sell cosmetics and all. You just need a website to put out your brand out there, right? So this gives you an easy and accessible platform for you to build your branding page with a very minimal cost. So the cost too is also part of the potentials, right? So you can get to just, for example, visit Wix. You get them for as little as $20. You have your site out there, right? And you can share this across to your clients for them to see your catalogs and all.
A survey carried out by KPMG reveals that 53% of companies using low-code in Europe, Middle East and Africa have made good progress in reducing their development costs. And 55% said they have been able to reduce their IT backlog. But like most technologies, it is not without its challenges.
The problem is that this low code, no code gives you a set of templates most of the time for you to work within the template. And even if you decide to build from scratch with this platform, you are only limited to the widgets and the widgets and the design patterns which they provide for you.
For Nigeria, experts believe that this technology is critical in enabling digital transformation. In Abuja, Toyiba Anifoshi, NTA News.
Let's now join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
Nigeria national under-15 boys, otherwise known as Future Eagles, on Thursday morning defeated Gwagwalada Selector 3-0 at the FIFA Gold Project Abuja. The team resumed camping on Monday in Abuja in furtherance of the FIFA Youth Talent Development Scheme initiated by the World Football Governing Body aimed at creating a viable footprint for long-term talent development program in the country. The FIFA Talent Development Scheme is exclusively designed to help raise the standards of national team football around the world, driven by FIFA's desire for a long-term dedication to global talent development. Talking basketball, the Nigerian Custom Women basketball team were ruthless against the Commissioners of Liberia in their final group game of the ongoing FIFA Zone 3 Africa Women's Basketball League with a resounding 77-18 basket points inside the SKD Gymnasium, Pennisville, Monrovia, Liberia. The Customs ladies pocketing 2 hard-fought victories and a semi-final slot was just to win and sit on top of the Group B. The Border Girls ran out the Commissioners in 8th quarter and powering strong to sound a note of warning to Mountain of Fire Ministries Basketball Club, who finished second in the Group A. In the semi-final, it will be a Nigerian derby between FIBA AWBL Zone 3 defending champions Nigeria Customs Service as they take on reigning Nigerian champions Mountain of Fire Ministries basketball team. Speaking ahead of the game against Nigeria champions MFM basketball team in the semi-final, Coach Abdurrahman says it's a perfect chance for the team to redeem themselves after the loss in Lagos. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And sports concludes the news in English. I now leave you in the hands of the translators. Have a good evening.
ma ba je sha je wa wana ya bi bada za ko ba ku sha gbada yi wa na ba shi ba bada wa mu princess wa yu ba wani wa ko na ba je gaye iye abdullahi ya jiya ya na ba ji go ga ta tishi wa da ige salashi ga ciya tu in shako yinu na shi ge sa wen ga ciya ga ige shako yi ba ma za shi na in ba ko ba kwasa ko ba kwasa na nan ye ba je ni sala ga be je ta min yisu bai da so bai gi juma yi sala busi in wuse safa agwata ake zindaye waye godo ga ku ga ciya ga in shakwayi a wani ba ku ya ina shige do da kai bai ku shakwayi diwe wa mai shi fi in kiye kwai yiku anabagi jabwa nge a bakpaye lo a na inyasa lafiya ta tashi baku badadada ya azana gbai gwamnati nge asi a na yi anyasa amunya a nasara ya fiya a shi a bai cekwa na yi nyasa shi ba shi a ta tashi ba kwada nge a shi ba shi gba ta bai kuya lo nuwa kuma ba ce ya fi kiye na yi kologan nasara ga jakpayin serafina okono kwe wa godo nkwe da nge anyamu nge nyasa amonya anasara ya pia okono mashi akpe nyasa ye nsapai to kwaji saun ta ya shibe shi ni ba shi nyasa shibe nkonta ni kwe bwazan ba godo ge ba be shi ye shi kwe ba pa ayi gbodogun nge anai nyasa mu anasara ya ni pienu na fide ko na ye magbaje ibeji adowe nkwe na shikwasi yi paga ishakwale jisu saisu
Masu kallo da sauraron mu a daidai wannan lokaci assalamu alaikum barkanmu da yammacin juma'a ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu a takaice kamar yadda aka saba mai karantawa Yusuf Yakub an bayyana imanin musulmi a matsayin miƙa wuya ga Allah subhanahu wata'ala a lokacin gwaji ko jarrabawa da wahalhalun rayuwa tare da yin dogaro da shi cewa zai kawo ɗauki. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Ajiya ya shaida mana cewa limamin masallacin unguwar Wuse Zantiri Ustaz Tamim Yusuf shi ne ya tunatar da al'ummar musulmi haka a saƙon huɗubar sallar Juma'ar yau inda ya buƙaci al'ummar da su kasance masu miƙa wuya ga Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala da dogaro gare shi domin samun kyakkyawar rayuwa. A ƙoƙarin da ake na yaƙi da cutar ciwon daji da sauran cututtuka, masana kiwon lafiya da fasahar ganin cututtuka ta hanyar na'urori sun yi kira ga gwamnati da ta samar da makarantu masu kayan aikin gani da sauraron cututtuka ta hanyar amfani da na'ura tare da ƙara hazaƙar samar da muhallin aiki mai kyau ga masu fama da nau'ikan cututtuka don magance ƙalubalen da ake fuskanta. Wakilin Sarafina Okom Imeke ta shaida mana cewa sun bayyana haka ne a matsayin hidimar ranar na'urar duba cututtuka ta duniya ta bana. To labaran namu yau sun zo ƙarshe sai kuma ranar Litinin idan Allah ya kai mu. Asuba ta gari.
Ẹ kú dédé ìwòyí o, ìròyìn aago méje láti olùṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán karùn-ún ti Àbújá ló dé sétí ìgbọ́yín. Olúwaṣèyí Abímbọ́lá Ọláwọlé ni oníròyìn yín àṣálẹ́. Ìgbàgbọ́ nínú Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ìgbà, pàápàá jùlọ ní ìgbà ìdààmú àti wàhálà ayé, ní ọkàn gbogbo ẹlẹ́sìn Ìsìlámù yẹ kó sinmi lé, pẹ̀lú ìgbàgbọ́ àti ìrètí wípé Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè yóò ta òróró ìtura sí ibi tí bàtà ti ń ta wọ́n lẹ́sẹ̀, àti wípé ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ọ̀gá ògo yóò fi ìsinmi fún ọkàn wọn. Amúròyìn wa Abdullahi Ajiya jábọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú wọ̀nyí tí a mú jáde láti inú ìwé mímọ́ wá, òun ni ó ti ẹnu Imam Tamil Yusuf jáde lákòókò ẹ̀sìn ní mọ́ṣáláṣí agbègbè Wuse Zone 3. Oníròyìn ìlera wa Sarafina Okon-Umekwe jábọ̀ wípé láti ibi ètò eléyìí tí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo àgbáyé láti ṣe ìrántí fún ọjọ́ tí a yà sọ́tọ̀ fún ìrántí ohun èlò irinṣẹ́ ìyàwòrán ara eléyìí tí à ń pè ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ní Global Radiography Day. Àwọn oníṣẹ́ ìyàwòrán ara àti àwọn onímọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ nípa ìyàwòrán ẹ̀yà ara ti kígbe pé ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè láti wá dá sí i. Wọ́n sọ wípé kí ìjọba ṣètò láti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ tí yóò ní ohun èlò irinṣẹ́ ìgbàlódé fún ìyàwòrán ara pẹ̀lú agbègbè tó dára fún irúfẹ́ iṣẹ́ wọn yìí, wípé tí ìjọba bá ṣe eléyìí, wọ́n ó rí wípé ọkàn àwọn ní irú iṣẹ́ wọn yóò balẹ̀ pẹ̀lú a kò sì ní máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìtàn jápa ní àárín oníṣẹ́ wọn yìí mọ́. Tó ó wuni lẹ́nu ká jẹran pẹ́ àmọ́ òǹfà ọ̀fun ò jẹ́. A ò ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí ètò yìí láṣálẹ̀. A ó tún máa yín bódi ọ̀la. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Olúwaṣèyí Abímbọ́lá Ọláwọlé ní orúkọ tèmi. Ó dàárọ̀.